Hello and welcome back to Jeff's Giant Growing Journal. I'm going to do a quick patch update, might not even edit the video, so let me just get started here. I got the 150 square foot patch behind me. That is my 463 squash plant. Let me get in here and show you what I got going on as far as the fruit goes. So today is day 9 for this fruit. Not doing too bad. That will be my keeper. You can see I cut the main off there. It's actually a secondary. Deer ate the tip of the main off of this one. But 9 days old, small basketball size. Got to get it set up. It finally laid down. It was actually up in the air for till really probably just a couple days ago. It was still up in the air. I had to put some sand underneath of it to get it to lay down without cracking the stem. I cut the back up off over the last couple days, and as you can see, I'm filled in. I can't really add any more plant. Just going to be a little bit of management here on the vines that are sticking up, and just trying to keep something moving, something going. Let me show you the stump side here. Right here is the stump of that 463. You can see I got a fan going here. I'll probably wind up with another fan on the inside of the plant, just as a precaution. Still got some weeds in there I got to get taken care of. I got a little bit of vine bearing to do in there as well, but not too bad. For the most part, this one here is just going to be kind of a sit back and cruise at this point. All right, and here is my 1109 Jutras inside the greenhouse. You can see still got some vines to get buried, still got some growth to do. Probably sitting at I'm going to say around 500 or 600 square feet, somewhere in that area. Just a guesstimate, but the fruit that I have pollinated, I have 2. My keeper is 7 days old today, and right there it is. Not real big for 7 days old. It has not laid down yet, so hopefully in the next day or two it will start taking off and prove itself to be the keeper. The backup that I have going is actually 14 days old today. Let's see if I can get in here and show it. That right there, about the size of a basketball at 14 days old. May wind up being my keeper, I don't know. Maybe why my intended keeper is as small as it is. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. The backup has, I believe it's 14 secondaries behind it. The intended keeper has 22, I believe, 21 or 22. So I already have dead-ended the main on this. My plan is to go ahead and whatever one I keep, I will dead-end the main back to that other one if I have to, and fill it in with some tertiaries in a pitchfork pattern. But inside the greenhouse, I do have a decent amount of sunburn. I got some weeds I got to get taken care of still, and I'm a little bit behind on vine bearing on this one, but not too bad. All right, next up we have Boz. Boz is my 1699 tile. Plant looks great. There is some weeds in there. I actually did get in and I sprayed some glyphosate, a little bit of Roundup in there among the weeds, among the vines. Typically does not hurt them if you use glyphosate. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. There's another one that is called Spectricide. I don't know what the active ingredient in Spectricide is, but it is not the same as Roundup. That one, I believe I had some issues on the 1109 Jutras from spraying it around the bottoms of the leaves and the vines. So I would not recommend doing that, but as far as using like a glyphosate, like a Roundup type, as long as it's not the extended control, then I believe you're going to be okay. I've actually used it in the past. So that should help take care of a lot of these weeds. But I do have a pumpkin pollinated. It is 5 days old today, about the size of a softball. I had one that was actually pollinated actually just back there. I believe that leaf is covering up where it was at, and I come home, it was fine in the morning, and then I come home and something had decided to take a bite out of it. And I believe I have a groundhog. It did not mess with any of the vines, but it only went after that fruit. To say I was upset would be a huge understatement. I was extremely pissed off that day. We'll see. I have not seen it yet. If I see it, when I see it, it won't last long. They are creatures of habit, and I do have a fence next to me that last year they were going in and out of, right over there, and they will go in and out of the same place. He won't last long. I can guarantee it if I can see where he's going in and out and through that fence. So one other thing, you will see right back here, I had to make a hard decision. I didn't really want to eliminate a plant. However, I did. The 2195 that was here is gone. To be perfectly honest with you, taking care of the 4 plants, and just got to the point where it was too much. Come back from Alaska from our vacation, and it was going to be difficult to get this one back to where it really needed to be. I really wanted the 150 square foot plant, and it really doesn't require a whole lot. The greenhouse plant, the 1109 Jutras, first time in a greenhouse, so I wasn't going to eliminate that one. And I was definitely not going to eliminate my 1699 since I am growing it for Brooks. I don't see a reason to get rid of that unless really desperate times. But right now we're going to continue growing that one out, and I decided that one had to go, and unfortunately it turned out to be my 2195. So we got rid of this one. I got it mowed. I'll get it tilled and get a cover crop in here probably over the next couple weeks. The other thing that I did to help save myself a little bit of time was, you see, it looks freshly tilled. There's a perfectly good reason for that. It is freshly tilled. I took the drip tape out from about half of the plant. I could still pull it out from underneath of the plant, so I pulled that out. There was no way I was going to keep up with the weeds that were there, so I pulled it out. I had thought about doing overhead next year anyway instead of doing the drip tape, so I have actually got a sprinkler I'm going to get set up in here probably yet tonight, and see how long I need to water for how many gallons, and do overhead on the 1699 for the rest of the year. Decide if I want to continue that for next year, or just go and stick with my drip tape. So we'll see what happens, but that's what I'm going to do. It's my plan for the rest of this year on this plant, is to do overhead watering. There's a couple other growers. I know Scott Bayuk does it, and actually Chris does it as well. 2 members of the Pumpkin Wars. If they can do it and they can grow big ones, I figure I can too. So we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. We'll learn something from it, and hopefully get a decent showing for to take to Barnesville and for Brooks, for Boz. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it was kind of a quick update. Not probably going to be editing this one at all. Here. Like I said, probably not going to be editing it. Just want to get a quick update out there. I had a rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, because I heard it from Chris, and sometimes Chris lies. You know, he's just kind of weird like that. I don't know. But no. People were wondering if I was still involved, and yes, I absolutely am still involved. I just had a whole lot going on, coming back from vacation and trying to get caught up in the patch, and trying to, you know, life gets in the way as well. So working on a front porch. I'll be pouring concrete on a front porch here probably in the next week or two. Just finished up forming that today, so it's been busy. Today's July 4th, and thankfully I had the day off so I could actually get some stuff done. I got a little bit done in the patch. I'll do a little bit more yet tonight, and get you guys another update. Hopefully I'll get a little bit more consistent with my updates, maybe every week or two here on out. And it's entering into an exciting time. We got the pumpkins growing, the squash growing. Hopefully nothing crazy happens of like groundhogs or anything like that, but we'll just keep updating you guys and let you know what's going on. And so yeah, there's your update from my patch, and we'll see you here in another week or two, hopefully with a little bit better of an update, and a little bit bigger pumpkins, a little bit bigger squash. So God bless and grow big.